Yeah. Who decided to build a farm? Well, the ground's really fertile up there. Fantastic. Anyway, we appear to be losing money here. Now, why did we only make 365 that year? Oh, that's because of the... Yeah, that's better. Look, it's picking up. We basically... We got rid of the trucks and bumped up the trains. I think we're running a profit. He's going to level up pretty soon if we carry on. So we've got 240 storage on the platform, 200 in the building. Now we have 320 in the building. I love that. I love that we can do this. It just solves so many problems being able to actually proper buffer things. Okay, that's making a profit. What's the frequency on that? 81. Okay, that's okay. I think that should be fine. Just needs to keep our eye on it. Make sure we don't overflow. He's level 2, needs more demand. I think the Fargo demand is going to stop it from growing. But there's still plenty of demand left yet, so we should be okay. Yeah, exactly, Donut. You don't need to build like massive platforms just to buffer your stuff. The biggest problem with it is the two biggest areas I think it solves the problems for are ships and planes. Very different reasons. Like ships, because they move around such massive amounts of stuff, they would often pull into port and unload a load of things. It just wouldn't fit. Just go in the bin. Whereas now you can properly buffer it, and planes are the opposite problem. They can't take much stuff, so they need, you know, if you've got an airfield sat next to an industry, it's producing stuff that the airfield just cannot buffer, and a plane doesn't move that much. So it solves both problems, big time. That's fully tapped out now, that oil well. Interesting. Do we need to start bringing more oil in? I think we probably do. Okay, we're not transporting all of that yet. We need more boats. That's what we need. Oh, don't you crash. Autosave. I reckon they could do with another 2 on here. And get the rest of that oil in. And I think that should max out then. Does it also store items longer instead of disappearing after being idle for a while? From what he was saying, yes. The way the game would work is, with cargo, if it had nowhere to put it, it would throw it away. Whereas now, it can put things there, and then if it's not taken, it will slowly diminish. And it's the same with passengers. If they got to the platform and there was no space on the platform, they'd walk home. Whereas now, they can go in the terminal, or whatever you've provided for them, and stay there. They'll eventually go home if there's no service, but it's better than them just disappearing. So, yes, it is a much better solution. It gives you time to buffer things. Right, how's this grain thing working out? Import grain. We can't afford another one yet, but we need to. We have, look at that, 240 on the platform, almost 360 in storage. And this train can carry like 70. Let me just quickly reconfigure him. So, a couple of gondolas. Chilenium, thank you, welcome. Glad you've enjoyed yourself today, thank you. Schwartas, thank you for 2 months. Salty Sailor, thank you for subbing. Condiment Services, thank you for 58 months. Yeah, we need another train, really. But I just don't have the money for it. It's turned profitable. Was making money until I changed it all. Is it worth getting a temporary loan to make another one of these? Or do we just get a faster local on this one? Even 2 diesels is taking its time getting up to speed. Tuesday goes on to public beta, but you have to opt into it. It says flat it'll get to 80 k's in 2 minutes. If that was instead it would get to 80 k's in 98 seconds. It's not a lot in it, is there, considering the price difference? Like, one of these costs 4.2 million, one of these costs 1.6. There's not a lot in it. These are way out of our price bracket for what we want. Kind of want to see more profits before we throw more money at this. Slice Temp, thank you for 4 months. Last July he was in Auburn on holiday. I've been to Auburn. Nice. I don't realise how big that hill is until you get down here in a train. That's bonkers. Towboats. How's that oil doing? How about we add another thing like that and then say to you boys, why don't you also go there as an alternative? So now they can use both. No more sitting around waiting. Love that feature. I think we need to double up on this now, you know. Why has it got 300 Austin oil fuel and it only took 65? What's going on? Why did it not fill up? That's odd. Maybe set what it takes at Austin Central to oil. Can't take anything else though, can it? There's just loads of it here. There's 300 allocated to Austin oil fuel, and yet it only took half of that. Let's see what it does this time. Network, good night. Right, so there's 330 allocated to the Austin oil fuel line. He can carry 130. At the very least, it should fill up. Okay. See, it's not running out of oil. Well, it's almost running out of oil by the time he makes it back. It's not worth running another boat on there. Not until we get more demand, because he's arriving just as it's running out. That needs to be a higher level before we need another ship here. Tell them to use both platforms. Need to see that the rate, that's how the balance lines. You can kind of visualize the rate, but it would be nice if you could do something to see it, yeah. What's going on here? It's just grown quite a bit. They need food here. We've got to get food here. trouble is to get food there, we'd have to ship it out of here. It's a long old run, that is. That's a $20 million train line. What rate are you looking for, Borgie? What rate are you? You mean this rate? Approximate annual throughput per station. All right, so how do we... So how are we tying that up with what's going on here, then? That rate should match the biggest production on the line. So is this basically saying you take the capacity of 120, multiply by how long it takes to go around, and that's the rate that it's carrying stuff? The factory is 400, example lumber. You need 400 rate for transport. Well, this is producing at 490. But it's not that one that matters. It's that one. Yeah, look. So it's producing oil at 673 and we're moving 678. So, which is kind of what we saw, isn't it? When we were coming in, it was just about running out of oil. Which is about, it's almost perfectly balanced right now. Frequency matters for fiscal year. Two vehicles. The big boy, the 4884 big boy. Monster price. Monster price. I think we need to get another train line on here. There's a train on this line, sorry. Where are you? Yeah, you're making good money. We need another one. Let's get this going up a bit. Let's try and load up as full as we can here on grain. And that'll space those two trains out a bit. That's getting quite a good supply of tools now. So we're moving 112 tools, and it's producing 200. Why industry production levels higher than 400 game update a mod? It's a mod. It's called more industry levels, that one. It basically expands the levels a bit higher, which I greatly prefer. Yeah, thanks for your tip, Borgie. So you've got to look at what it's shipping, haven't you? It's shipping 119 to Fargo, and then you look at the line, and it can take 158 now. So it can cope with the supply, if I've understood it correctly. Because the thing is, that can be shipping to more than one place, can't it? So you've got to look at each individual one. Now, in order to increase the demand on this thing, we need to move those tools somewhere else. West Covina seems like a good bet. It's now up to 50, look, which is interesting. It's grown here. I really want to upgrade that road now before it gets too late. I don't know how much it's going to cost, though. Jeez, look at the price. 4.5 million? Are you having a giraffe? Really need to mainline that road, but I can't afford it. Okay, so what have we got? We've got tools coming into... Tools coming into here. And food coming into there. And both of those need to find their way up to Covina. Tools and food both go into the same boxcar. Which means we could have a train that went from here with tools and stopped here to pick up food and then could go to Covina with it and then run back empty. PAX is a bit hit and miss, and you certainly need to have big enough demand for it. Right now, I'm not too fussed on it. I'm trying to grow the towns, really. Like, this is growing. This is really growing. This is kind of leveled out. But these are the 3 main towns. Now, in order to do what I just said, we need to have this line here go straight through, which it currently doesn't. So we're going to have to remove that, or at least branch it to there. I think we'll just branch it. Right, where's the signal? Scumbag. The dump truck. Okay, that looks like higher capacity potentially. Okay. Right, what have we got? So these boys... Opel Blitz tarpaulin truck. It's that one. Capacity of 12, 60 Ks. Capacity of 16. Okay. Don't think we're using trucks that much now. We're only really using it for here, aren't we? And that can go when we put this train in. We've got this train line here. It's taking tools and food. That whole thing can stop. Well, actually, what it'll do is it'll switch those trucks to picking up from here. After you build it, I need to play a bit of time so let's settle most accurate rate. Yeah, you do. I agree with that. Still working well. Okay, let's see if we can increase demand on these tools and things. That's going to be Newport. So this is tools and food to West Covina. So we want it to go here. Get some stuff. Then go here. But we don't want it to unload anything. It should just pick up food. And then go to here. It won't be able to bring anything back. So we'll leave it like that. And then it can go all the way back down again and do it again. I was thinking about half loading it. I was thinking about doing that. So we want to take tools about 50%, don't we? Half and half is ideal. The trouble is it's got such a much longer run for tools than it does for food that you're probably going to end up with a bit of a problem. Zor Gamer, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Right, it's going to have to be a long train and a fast train. And then when food and tools arrives here, something has to drop it off. That one stop would serve both food and tools, bizarrely enough. For now, anyway. So we could just have one line do it. Actually, we can have that line do it. We just switch where it gets it from. Right, so we want 50-50. Actually, no, it's the whole car. It's the same car. It's the box car. Tools and food. Let's get the line going first. Oh, the Alco. It's a good train, that. Too expensive what we need, probably. Top speed, 188 Ks. Been watching Squirrel on YouTube for 8 years. Your first streamer, Gamer. Welcome, sir. Welcome. These are too quick. I feel like we're in this place where the locomotives aren't what we need. We don't have what we want. It's going to have to be another Mikado. Right, let's get that established, and then we'll switch these trucks around. Otherwise, the delivery won't happen. Just realized I've started watching when I was 13 years old. I'm now 21. Paul hasn't aged a bit. Yeah, not a bit. Zintaus, how are you doing, sir? How's this line getting on? Not as well as I would hope. It's full up on its grain. I think the food demand is the issue. We're going to increase that in a minute, though. What about this situation? That one's doing well. I think this train line will help. Wherever it is. There it is. Right, I'm going to switch these around instead of picking up from here. You can pick up from here. Now, this is a problem because one truck is going to stop and wait for the others now. That's not good. That's better. Otherwise, what will happen is one truck stops here and it holds the other trucks up. You don't want that. This channel opened my life to city builder games and tycoons. Been addicted ever since. Nice. Okay, he should be empty for now. That's going to take some time to establish, I'm afraid. But I can see the tools appearing. So it knows about the new consumption, which is now leveling it up. Perfect. So the increase in demand will now have a knock-on effect on this line. I think we need to make these trains bigger and quicker. Euro truck. A common answer, I would say, Zintos. Should we look at Logan? Yeah, I think it's Costello. I've got quite a few, but I trimmed it all down because I knew I was playing a pre-release. And, you know, you don't want to play too many mods when you're on a pre-release. Plenty of logs. Big log livery. Was that the baobab tree, by any chance? .62 to West Covina. It's nowhere near enough yet. Let's see what happens now with the food thing here. Where's the food factory? Food factory's here. West Covina is in demand, which is good. I should start to level this soon. But it relies on the food getting from here to here now. There's a lot of food ready. 68 of it waiting. Come on, bro. Wait. What's going on here? Oh, new train. Zinthouse. You what, mate, Zinthouse? 3,151 days? Dude, I don't think there's many people could hold a candle to that. 16th of August, 2013. Do you know what, Zinthouse? Next year, you'll be on 10 years. 10 years of following. 10 years. That's like 5 years old. You've gone from being a tiny kid to being a full-on teenager. It's insane. You've gone from being at school to being a full-on adult. 3,151 days. Insane. Spoon's Legend, that's a good number. 2638. Dyslexic Hacker 2003. I mean, that's, you know, that's not shabby. But yeah, over 3,000 days. Bonkers. Right, so he grabbed a load of food, so he should get a nice payout in a minute. We need more grain trains. Followed for an hour. That's amazing. £1.3 million payout for that. That's not bad. Scale that up a bit. Still can't believe it's been 5 years since I started phone. It seems like yesterday, Armin. It's a bit weird the way it works, isn't it? It's been like 7 years since I went full time, but if you look back at all the things I've done, it's just crazy to me. Phoenix Forest, where's that? Oh, don't care about that. First Twitch stream. Gotta start somewhere. Update comes out on Tuesday, but you have to opt into it, and then it fully releases on the 10th of May. West Covina just got an iron ore. Is it that one? Might be that one. There's actually iron ore and coal here, and a steel mill. Coal there as well. How do you opt in on Steam? Go to Steam, Properties, go to the beta list, and you'll see it, drop down list. You just opt into it now, and on Tuesday you'll get it. Indeed, donkey. Been watching YouTube videos since 2013. Was always nervous to come to Twitch. Why? Why? You can't be nervous to come into Twitch. I can understand you being nervous saying something, but you can just lurk. That needs more demand, as I keep saying. IT. Hello, Adam. I was IT guy. Most of my career. It's not easy trying to fulfill more fuel demand. We might have to start shipping things down to Phoenix for the lols. 88 demand, though. That's going to take a ship like a year to get there. And I don't have the money to build something over there yet. I mean, you could possibly do a train line. 93 demand on that. What's that one? 88 demand. Meh. There was a few times when I joined too. Didn't really talk much either until I subbed. Lurk is normal mode. Yep. Battle Cattle, thank you for 84 months. Tier 3, 7 years. Thank you, sir. Zintaus, thank you for gifting a sub to the Minion. Welcome. Yeah, this community is super friendly as well, gamer. Not every stream's like that, but this one is. I don't think it's worth running a train over there yet, but I'd love to increase the demand on that. But would that translate into profit? I don't think it would. Because that one's already tapped out. That one's tapped out. So there's no more crude to be had anyway. I think what we're saying here is that refinery can only supply half of the demand of this refinery. Like, it's got another 4 levels, yeah, that it can go through. And that can't go through anymore. I did, Albert, yeah. As a bonus, you can read chat without super spammy emotes. Oh, some of the streams you go into, it's just like of nonsense. Not even the streamer can read that. What's the point? You're not interacting anymore. It's like a room full of screaming kids. Like, nobody can communicate. Can you play with the alternative platform feature? Oh, wow. Azor Gamer, thank you very much. That's very generous. Thank you for gifting 10 subs. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Thank you for the squirrel gifts. No, you're right, Matthew. There's not. $10 million. What's going on? That's on level 2. Well, thank you, Azor Gamer. Right, that's now fully tapped out on logs. So do we introduce that yet? That's the question. C8, thank you for 45. Briscoe gifting 5 subs. Thank you very much, Briscoe. I've read that if you're a streamer, you always want to wait until a viewer chats before recognizing them, since they may just want to lurk and be ignored. If the streamer goes first, it can make the viewer uncomfortable. Do you know what I don't like, Biff? Speaking of that, is when you go to somebody's stream and you hit follow and it comes up, Squirrel has just followed. And you're like, oh, I was trying to keep a low profile. I hate that. I hate that so much. Thank you, Briscoe. Gamo, thanks for 7 months. And Mr. Ryback, thank you for 92. Tier 3. Thank you for Yacht 7. Here's to your Yacht 8. Thank you, sir. Where are the images gone? 1 sec. I mean, that one. Did you know, guys? Did you know, Mr. Ryback, speaking of Yacht 8, did you know that the Yacht 8 t-shirts are now available? Just go to squirrel.creatorspring.com or run the t-shirt command. And just in case you wasn't aware, they're also available in a variety of colours. Look at that. T-shirt and hoodie. Yes, they are. And I'm wearing one right now. Look at this. Look. Look at that. Got the Yacht 8 logo and everything. You can't stand the excitement. It's incredible. How can you be a sellout to yourself? Advertising your own stuff, you sell out. What? Who have I sold out to? Legal, thanks for 25 months. You're getting ready for your second year Scots Law exam. Good luck, dude. Lots of work ahead, no doubt. Newport News 300. Yeah, this is a demand problem right now. Needs more demand for planks. Interesting how Fargo's taken a lot more tools than West Covina. I thought West Covina would have taken a lot more. 52, is that all? Blimey. That needs to grow.
I love it here. Compared to the streamer everyone else here is a pro scleros now. Seriously speaking, thank you for all the good times in these 5 years since I follow. I'll tell you a secret, you made me enjoy streams of games I don't personally play or like SQRLGG. Keep up the good work, mate Scrove.
Thank you, Armit. Thanks, George Raccoon. What's the verdict on the update? Got some wonderful quality of life features. Oh, you just put a bigger gondola and a tank car in there, you scumbag game. Gondola and tank car that can do 120Ks. Now we need an upgrade. Now we need an upgrade on our critical line, which is this one. This is the one that we can't move enough stuff quickly enough. Oh, this is going to be expensive. It's going to be very expensive to replace these. Don't think we can afford it, if I'm honest. Yeah, have a good one, Andy. Hey, I do that with every game. Like, to be fair, Dragon Hero, I call pretty much every game I play a scumbag game at some point, do I not? Boxcar, gondolas. I don't think we can afford it. Unless we drop down to 2 faster trains. You'd love to get that on a mug. What, scumbag game? Well, you'll be able to get the hung emote soon. $32 million. Let's see how much this will cost. Let's do it with one for now. So if we go with... So I've got 8 gondolas. Capacity 12, capacity 18. I mean, they are significantly more money. Like 93 grand going up to 217 grand. You get a 50% change in speed, approximately 50% change in capacity, and more than double the price. Thank you for 15 months, Bruce. You bit the bullet today and booked a cruise with the wife. Been waiting to do one for ages. Mrs. Squirrel keeps saying, are we going away somewhere? I'm just a bit perplexed as to where we should go. Lol, bro. What did it bring in? $2 million a year. It's not just me then, Biff. A Squirrel Dapper? Well, we have this one. Squirrel Classy. Same thing, right? Might get a cup with Squirrel Classy on it. Yeah, just put the Classy emote on a mug. Worked quite well, actually. I don't know why to upgrade these or not. It just feels like way too much money for the return on investment. I feel like the towns are big enough for it, yeah. Supplying, shipping 300 planks. 43 tools. It's just about breaking even, but there's so much food sat here. This is what the problem I figured. There's so much food here that the line that's taking tools to here and the food to there is, it just can't keep up with that throughput. We need a dedicated food run here as well as what it's doing. Or we just have tools coming in and food coming in separately, which is I think what we're going to have to do. Because the frequency of the food is, the capacity of here is just way higher. Like that's supplying to West Covina alone 289. Sorry, consuming. West Covina 100. So we need a train just to move that. And said that, there's just not enough tools for this. That's 50% and it's not even... The demand for tools isn't there. We've got to run it, but the demand isn't there to make a good profit on it. So maybe we leave that as it is with one train just to move that tools to keep this town growing. Because it's already full up on tools. And then just add another grain train up here. I don't think even that's going to work, Donkey. I don't know. There's just so much food here. And it's being filled up with grain. I don't like this food grain solution right now. I don't like it. It's not working. Trains to deliver tools to the food station, have another train deliver it to the city. Well, that's what I'm saying. We just have a... We could do that. We could drop the tools there and then just truck it in. That's another way of doing it. And we're on a shorter run. And then just have a train line there for the food. Or we can leave that train running and then just supplement it with another food train. But this platform is swimming in grain. I think what we need to do is put faster trains on here. Just move it quicker. That's 15 mil. $247 meters is too long. That's long enough, but it's imbalanced. 2 million a year, that's just bonkers. Actually bonkers. Probably have to go with an Alco just because it's relatively cheap, but has a decent top speed. 3 minutes to get to top speed. Nope. That will only do 100Ks instead of the 120 that the cars can do. Actually, we're probably better with cheaper box cars in that sense. In which case, what we might as well do is just reconfigure these and stick that on the front. Just have one of them on the front instead of two of them. And then add some more cars. I think that might be a better solution for now. Good night, Biff. Gondola. It's 210 meters and it's balanced. Can we do that? Oh, it's 5 meters too long, but we can still run it. It'll just have a very slight penalty to loading. $42 million. Ouch. Ouch and ouch again. Yeah, so if we look at that train now, look, minus 2% loading speed, which is neither here nor there, but it'll fill up on grain now. Although to me it looks like it's stuck. I think it's got stuck. I've seen this bug before. If you make it too long when it's in the platform, it can't turn around. If the signals cross over just a few meters from the train for it to work. Need to push it further back, don't I? Need to wait till they've left. Danish Farming, thank you for tier 3, 2 months. Thank you. Yeah, the problem is, the last car was sticking out next to the switch, wasn't it? If it get out the platform, I can actually fix this. He's not turning around, is he? See, why is he not turning around? It's not a minimum time. Let me get him out of here. He's gonna wait till full load. Hang on. Wait till full load any. Not all. That's the problem. No, that's the other one that was on 50%. Because it's a mixed consist, you can't tell it to wait for all load full. You have to tell it to wait for any load full. Let me get rid of that. Okay, let's see how that gets on. Okay, so if we got that, we can then also have a new one, which goes Newport Tools. What's this area called? Covina. Ideally, we want this to pull into a siding, otherwise he's going to hold up the train. But annoyingly, I don't have a siding. And I can't make one either. Well, I have a siding, but the siding's on the other side of the track. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Yeah, but if I drop the tools off here, I'm not sure that train... We might have to. I don't think there's enough supply. If you look at this train, it's just left the platform, there's hardly anything left. I don't think there's enough supply here yet. But I think we're going to have to do that. Which means I'll have to turn around here as well. Which you can. Okay, let's do it. If we just pause that for a second. Change this to be Newport Tools. Don't go to West Covina. just go to Central and then unload everything you have. Leave it on unload, it will ship food to Fargo. I don't think it will. Well, actually, no. If it brings food back here... Yeah, true. So we'll allow it to bring food back. Yeah, it's already doing it. So we'll let it bring whatever it can back again, which it will drop here, then the trucks will move it down there. That's fine. So it'll just move tools. Then we need another one here, which is just moving the food. Which is that one. Do you really have to go there? And don't forget to the unload. You did the load, but not the unload. Right, that should ensure it can take tools one way, food the other, and then whatever else. Right, this one, when it gets to the central, it can wait until full for 60 seconds. We'll let it take whatever it wants. Okay. How do we get a train onto that line? That's the question. In theory, it can come out of here, but I'm not sure if it will. So we're moving that. That's $30 million I don't have. Wait, did I just put the big cars in or the little ones? I think I put the big boys in, didn't I? Okay, we'll have to go with that for now. It won't let me. Not from here. It can't get onto that line from here. Even though it could, it won't. Which means I have to sell that. Or I need to put it on the yellow line to get it to go there. You got the stations mixed up on the other line, technically. What do you mean? Well, this one. What's mixed up? It's going to pick up food from here and drop it off here. What's wrong? Yellow line, Newport Tools. But this one, what's wrong with it? It's going to pick up food on the way back. Newport News load. Load tools from Newport News. That's correct. It's not unloading food at Newport News. Oh, jeez, I just misclicked. Right. Newport News, I want you to load. It's honestly, it's like it's a pixel away between filtering and deleting the entire station without warning. It's a pixel. So yeah, I think we're in a worse position now. Right, so Newport News, I want you to load up on tools, not on load tools. And then when you get to West Covina, I want you to unload tools and load up on food. Correct? Let's hope so. Bigger problem is here. What if we put him on the green line or the yellow line? And then when he gets to the station, we flick him over to the pink line. See, when he gets here, in theory, it can carry straight on, but it won't. It won't do it out of the depot. It's weird. See, if I tell that now, I can't choose that line. Maybe there's a trick. Maybe if I tell it, when you get to here, be on platform 2, like that. And then maybe I can now do it. Oh, you scumbag. It's definitely coming in on the exact same platform. It's weird the way it works. Good night, Mark. See, if you look at this, it's coming into this platform, right? This platform, he can just carry on and go onto the pink line. But you can't tell him to. Or you can now, he's just realised. There he goes. Just realised. Go on, keep going. After all that, there's no food available yet anyway. Anyway, I think we better save it there and call it a night. Well, that was
That's it, man. It's game over, man. It's game over.
Trucker Bill, you're not supposed to do that. That's somebody else's job. Right, I'm going to head out, guys. We are finished here. Exciting day, Transport Fever. I swear, look, I zoomed out and the game's crashed. It is definitely something to do with zooming out. Definitely something to do with zooming out. Incredible. Well, thank you to Urban Games for joining the stream. Yeah, I think it'll be patched on Tuesday anyway. Whatever the problem is, I think it'll be patched out by Tuesday. But don't forget, if you opt in, it is a beta, so you may get issues. We've got a month of testing, so before they roll this out. Listen, guys, thank you so much for your support. Thanks, especially to the mods. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, busy week ahead for me, but I should be back. I hope you all have a cracking week. Kind of interesting to see how this town pans out. It's quite a big map. Yeah, I think we're making a profit again. Who knows? Seem to be. But yes, have a wonderful week. Thank you ever so much for all your support, as ever. Plenty of new subs gifted today. So if you was gifted a sub, jump on the Discord server. Ask the mods how to jump on Discord. As a sub, you've got access to it. You can get reminded of streams. You can ask questions, hang out with fellow nutters. There's lots of rooms to discuss things in. Nice place to hang out. It's all fully moderated and safe. So definitely think about doing that if you're a sub. You're welcome, Lexibo. Got some cups. There you go. And there goes another weekend, Heyman. Yep. Can't do much about that. Right, so I shall bid you all a very good evening. Stay safe out there. There's a lot of COVID going around right now, as I can tell you. But yeah, I shall see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.